Hey collective, how are you guys? Evening, are doing good. We love you. We thank you all for being here. Alright guys, so let's tap in and let's see what's in the energy for today. I'm going to this deck. Let's start here. Let's see what's going on. What do we need to know about spirit? What do you want the collective to be aware of? What's in the energy? Alright. So, some kind of lustful entity here is, there's an ending to this. Like, there's a death to a lust demon here. It's over. And wow, in the distant future, something that happened in a love spell is getting ready to change. So, someone did a love spell. Could have tried to send some kind of a succubus or an incubus to someone here. This was an op doing sex magic here. Could have hired someone to affect their thoughts, to only have loving thoughts towards them, to be lustful towards them. Put a lot of work and labor and effort into it so that someone could keep someone bound to them. This could have been someone that you were in a relationship with. This could be an ex. There could be like, I heard the ex-hex, but you've ascended so much. Clarifying love spell. We've got ascending. So, wow. And then this entity, what it was doing, it's going to have to change what it was doing. This entity attachment is clarifying change. Wow. Clarify this opposition. So this op is awakening. Someone that they hired, an ice queen here, hired someone, manipulated them with this occupation. Could have sent them a message to do something, and then they're mad because it's over, and in the distant future there's a new real loving relationship that's like an ascended relationship coming in here. This ice queen was trying to keep someone trapped in their thoughts, affecting their mental state. Could have had to walk out and abandon this person and leave them behind. They could be lying, saying that they don't do spell work, whenever they clearly do. Wow, this Jezebel, clarifying change and entity attachment. Jesus. We got Jezebel. So this Jezebel energy here, they're awakening to the fact that you're protected. These ops are mad because they tried to manipulate a practitioner to do some spell work here, and it's backfiring. They've got animosity. Yeah. They're concerned now. Oh, shit. They're concerned because they have really been abusing some divination here. Okay, this Ice Queen. They could have messaged someone to perform a ritual to put, or telling them how to, the effort to put in to transition someone out, to put an ending to someone being able to lust after or be sexual with someone else. Could have like erectile dysfunction or problems with, being able to be intimate. Abusing divination. Yeah. They were trying to manifest that this love spell was going to work. Lying about this, lying about the situation in the relationship. We've ascended past this energy. This Jezebel entity is going to have to change their location because they are completely blocked from the collective's energy. Could have been doing voodoo, and graveyard dirt could be involved here. So now this shit's backfiring. So it's going to create an obsession here. All right, that could have been part of the ritual, was to make, I want my ex to be obsessed with only me. They only have eyes for me. Come to me spells. Well, shit, the ancestors are rolled up and they're coming after these flying monkeys. Your ancestors are putting a change to this. They're stepping in and they're going to fix whatever has happened here with this spell work going on. Oh my goodness, this is crazy how this is coming out. So this is a love spell and some death spells here backfiring. You're protected from this. Your ancestors were protecting you from this spell work affecting you. It could have affected you some, but whatever this is, it's going to be lifted. Could have been using a mirror. We've got mirror magic. And then illusion magic. Scrying for answers in the mirror. Seeing apparitions. Hexing the mirrors in your house. Seeing phantoms of a person. You could even like see glimpses of something in the mirror. Oh, spying on you through a mirror. Sending energy through your mirror like a portal. Making something seem real. Hallucinating, seeing the presence of a person. And then I was drawn to the thoughts card with a heart in the bubble. With this ice queen here, they're concerned because this person has no sexual energy towards them whatsoever. This is backfired in their fucking face. It's over. They don't want anything to do with this relationship. They walked out. They're like, hell no. Could have even gotten a reading for some guidance to see what was going on with this crazy ex here. Wow, with undetected spell work. Yeah, this person lies about doing spell work. Who's doing it? You won't think or know it's them. Hidden and unexposed. Oh my God, with sexual magic. This is wild. Looking past them. They didn't want you to know that they were doing this. We got cord cutting, jujus, and truth spells sticking up here. With this sexual magic, creating health spell work, and baneful magic. This is some dark shit going on here, trying to affect your love life. Okay, trying to affect your sexual energy here. And we've got a voodoo doll. Wanting you to have a negative self-image using this voodoo doll here. This water element keeps wanting to show. A water sign could be significant. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio could be using water magic. Could be using water entities. Messing with your solar plexus chakra, which is your power source. It affects your power. And then your heart chakra. And if they're trying to create a negative self-image here, making you insecure, making you feel down on yourself, which would lower your vibrational frequency. Okay, so don't listen to the lies. And this person could have always been saying things to tear you down, okay, to hurt you, to make you feel less than, to belittle, to emasculate, to dominate and control. Feeling non-attractive. They want you to think that you're ugly and you're absolutely fucking not. You're beautiful. So don't listen to these false narratives here. They're lies, okay? Don't believe the lies of this crazy freaking ex, all right? They're full of shit. Yeah, and that's the truth, okay? Energetically filtering your beauty, enhancing your imperfections, and making you feel insecure about yourself. Wow, I hadn't even read that yet. That's exactly what they're doing. And then affecting your heart chakra because they broke your heart with tearing you down, talking to you in the way that they did with this negative, nasty word magic that they were spewing all over you, trying to remain undetected. Wow. What came next? This sexual magic. Rituals during sex. So they could have even created some kind of an intention. This is what the spirit is saying. To where like when you start being intimate with someone, there's impotency could occur to where like the actual act can't occur. You may not be able to fully come to a release. Okay. Thinking of you during sex, masturbation, manifestation, seducing and baiting you, and using their sex appeal. Okay. And that could have also been a way that they loved bomb to circle back around. And the sexual magic, this is siphoning your energy. It's siphoning from your heart, which is going to, if you block your heart chakra, you're going to block your blessings that are coming in for you. And then the solar plexus, it's going to block your power and your manifestation and your ascension and your growth. Okay. Using dolls to manipulate, molding clay and mud, wax, straw and grass, wood and bones, stuffing dolls with herbs, etc. Okay, and they could have a needle in the private part, okay, to where it's making it not work. They could have put graveyard dirt in this poppet. And with the marine spirits here, I've been tapping into that a lot over the last few months. It's been coming out. It kind of stopped for a little bit. It's coming out all the time. They're maybe around February, March, April, around there. An incubus and succubus, marine spirits. It's Leviathan magic. Okay? The Nephilim, the race of giants, is connected with marine spirit energy. Okay? Doing baneful magic. Wants to harm you. Emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical pain. So it's operating on all aspects of the being. So there could be holes and tears in the chakra or in the auric and energetic fields, making sure that your chakras are balanced and in alignment. And if they're, you can look up like what is the symptoms of a blocked heart. I've got a flying little freaking monitoring spirit. It just keeps landing almost like right in my glasses. But you can see like what those elements are, like what it's supposed to feel like whenever it's in balance. And then you can see what it feels like whenever it's out of balance, and see what you need to do and work on in those. So just do a little research so that you can tap into that energy, so that you can make sure that you're balanced in your ascension process here. But they want to harm you. So everything starts with a spiritual root. Everything. And then if you ignore that spiritual root and you don't do the healing work or acknowledge it or whatever you need to do to address it, and sometimes you may not even realize what it is yet at the spiritual root, it's going to start manifesting into the emotional body. Okay, and these are multiple layers of consciousness in the human being, and then like the ascended being with a higher self. Okay, and then if you ignore it from there and you don't do anything, it's going to start presenting itself into the mental body. Same thing from there. It's going to start showing up in the physical body as sickness, dis-ease, ailments. There's so many things that then it's at that point, if it's in the physical body, the spiritual root has been going on for so long and it's so deeply rooted. I mean, you've got to cut cords. Okay, you could have to do some protection rituals. You could pray, whatever it is, however you do it, to protect yourself from this energy coming against you. But once you start healing that spiritual root, all of the other parts are going to just naturally heal. Because that's the main root of the problem. That's shamanism. That's getting in there deep. That's that's not putting a Band-Aid on the surface level of it. It's actually getting into the deep part of like what you need to fix and what you need to heal with. Try and wet its wings, damn it. At least it'll smell good in here. Fucking gnat in my face. But whenever you start healing that and doing that inner healing work, inner childhood work, whatever it is, say for example, with abandonment here, an abandonment wound could be triggered. Okay, could have a hard time being alone. Could be codependent energy, because abandonment wounds can definitely accompany codependency. All right. You got to learn it's okay to have your alone time too. That's, it's healthy. 14 minutes exactly on the clock reduces to 5, which is hierophant energy, being one with spirit. All right. Something in your body starts hurting with this baneful magic. Physical accidents that lead to injuries could be like making it to where you're very ungrounded, you're more clumsy, you're falling or bumping into shit all the time. It's just, you're always getting hurt, doing something, just anything to try and cause harm and inflict pain in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So make sure that you can call in your spirit team, whoever you work with, and ask them to heal and repair any holes and tears in the auric and energetic fields, to where entities, can't siphon in, they can't siphon your energy out, you're not losing energy, to go in and cleanse that energetic sludge and debris that's also in your energy. Make sure that you're cleansing with like your sage, your Palo Santo, frankincense, Nag Champa, dragon's blood, myrrh. There's so many. It's whatever feels good for you, but those are really good ones. And you can take your spiritual baths, and that's with herbs too, and that is amazing how it will cleanse and protect and balance your energetic field. Okay. But they're wanting your health to be affected. They're only making you immune, so stay strong. So you're fighting. You learn how to fight, and this is something that you had to balance out karmically, and it's just making you stronger in your spirit form. Okay, and it's allowing you to get in deep and recognize the actual roots of the energy of what's going on here and what's coming against you and what's been affecting you. They want you to be lethargic and lazy. Okay, could want you to end up in the hospital, unexpected illness symptoms, in and out of the clinic, having dizzy spells, headaches, etc. Okay, trying to affect your health. But the truth's coming out. An accidental truth slip, feeling like you're unable to lie, spilling the tea and the beans, and truth and sarcasm. So got to cut the cords, breaking your connections, cutting you out of a situation, and removing your energy from a love interest. So, and these fuckers, they just keep trying to reattach all the damn time. They don't want to let go because they're fucking nuts, right? Okay, because we just keep having to keep cutting these cords. Just ask Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel to come in with their mighty swords and keep cutting them, and anyone and everyone that's involved, known or unknown. Okay. Yeah, they're obsessed. So this is backfiring. They wanted you to be obsessed with them. They wanted you to just be like completely obsessed with them, so that way they could have constant control and manipulation over you. And they're pissed. They are pissed. They have created so many lies. They've gossiped. They've slandered. They've talked so much shit about you when you were in this relationship with this person. You could have cut the sex off, and it's like, I don't even want to be with your ass. That could have been part of what started the love spells, to draw someone back towards this person, towards this crazy ex. But your ancestors are protecting you. They're helping you ascend out of this energy. And you definitely will have to go through things in order to understand it. Our guides, it's part of our path. We can't get mad at it. It's what makes you stronger, and it's what builds us into who we are, so that we can fight these energies and these entities and all this shit. We have to learn how to grow. We have to learn how to heal. There's so much we've got to know. And you've got to learn to be teachable, and you've got to be the eternal student, because you'll never, ever learn it all. It's impossible to learn it all. We've got obsession spells, becoming infatuated, dominating and manipulating one's thoughts and emotions, intense and overwhelming desires. And this lands right under this voodoo doll here. And they could have been obsessed with fucking with this thing, Well, the voodoo doll is not working anymore, okay? It's messy magic. Could want your house really messy, too. Just, look, she just looks frazzled as fuck, She's just frazzled, worn out, messy. Hair's a mess, house a mess. Creating a mess out of your life, becoming a hot mess, acting like a messy-ass bitch and difficult to deal with. And this person could have been lazy around the house and wanted you to do everything. They didn't want to clean up. We've got the shield of protection. Catch you off guard, trying to weaken your divine shield. That's exactly what we were talking about. Want you to put down your shield, and they can't cause you harm. And so whenever those holes and tears and rips come into the auric and energetic field, you get those through experiencing fear, trauma, literal physical violence can create that. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we've got pussy spells. Itchy poon poon, ingrown pubic hairs, smelly and no good in bed, and razor bumps. It's part of this spell here. Wow. With television juju, programming you, wants you to believe lies, pushing a very specific agenda, and selling you a fake story. They want you drinking and smoking excessively, overstimulating, having excessive vices, mixing drugs with alcohol, having unhealthy cravings all the time, because it's going to lower your frequency. There it is, an incubus or a succubus. Wow, I mean, this is a big deck. This is crazy. Draining you through sex, sexually feeding off of you or them, seducing you in your sleep, and being possessed by a sex demon. And then what I was just told by the spirit, because this lands right under this sexual magic with water element, with its incubus and succubus energy. This could be someone who did some kind of ritual to create a spiritual spouse, to where you are like bound to them in the 5D. And they've been doing so much shit to try and make it that way, but it's not working anymore. It may have for a while, but your ancestors are here, and now they're mad as fuck at your spiritual rank. Okay, and this person's obsessed with you because it's backfiring. They're jealous of your high rank. They want you to lose your spiritual rank. They don't want you to be initiated into the next level of your ascension. They want you to stay in the karmic cycle, keep repeating what you're doing so you're not initiated into the next level of your ascension and soul growth. Trying to negatively set you up with spirit. Your guides are not going to let that happen, okay? They may be dumb enough to think that that's going to happen. That's not what's going to happen, all right? Your guides aren't going to allow it. They're going to protect you. You're very, very protected here. You're protected from this voodoo, and they're awakening to that. Yep. Pedestal juju. And that's what I said with this word spells that they're spewing out of their mouth. Words are magic. Okay, it's the power of the tongue. Words are spells. Cursing yourself with your own tongue, wanting you insecure, wanting you talking shit about yourself, saying I'm ugly, saying all of these things that are lower vibrational frequency over you. Say affirmations, build yourself up, stand in the mirror, look at yourself, love yourself, smile at yourself, and say affirmations to yourself in the mirror. That's self-love. Do it every day until you just start feeling empowered, and then you'll get to where you won't have to, because you just naturally encompass it. After 30 days, you can create a new habit. At least try it for 30 days and see if it changes your life, because I know it changed mine. Tricking you into reading something out loud. Watch what you say. Okay? Pedestal juju. It's you or them. Thinking and looking highly of. Placing them or you above all, worship, magnify, glorify, etc. And this person could have had like an unjustified sense of self-entitlement here. We could have narcissistic energy that's like, I'm the best thing since sliced bread kind of motherfucker, and they're stupid as shit and they suck. And you don't hold this, like, they just want to be held up on a pedestal. They're mad because you don't want to hold them on a fucking pedestal. And then they could have been talking shit with this false narrative here, to where they were isolating you, keeping it to where, mutual friends that you had in this relationship, just lying to them to where then you didn't have any friends, and then they can control every bit of the narrative because they turned so many people against you that they wouldn't talk to you anymore. Or you just have to walk away so that way you don't have to deal with it anymore. Giving bad vibes. No one wants to be around you because this ex is talking shit to everybody, to their friends and messages at work. Pillow talking, fucking around and other relationships, and this lustful energy. Can't tolerate your energy. No one wants to fuck with you anymore. So, and then they made it to where they didn't want anyone to be your friend anymore after doing everything else. Ruining any relationships, ruining your sex life to where whatever you're doing, you can't perform, or whoever you're with, they can't perform, attacking them of anything that's attached to you. Okay, because this person is obsessed with you and thinks that you belong to them. And if I can't have you, no one can bullshit that nobody likes to be around. Freaking psycho motherfuckers. And they need to fuck off. It's annoying as hell. God. Okay, so this is a new deck that I was gifted by one of my viewers. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And I'm going to put the link to where you can get this if you're interested in it. It's called the Mystic Quest Oracle deck. And this is from Etsy. And it's by Ashley Deck. Okay, so she's on Etsy. And I already had one of her other decks. So, and it's this one. You guys have seen me use this one quite a few times. I can't remember the name of this one, but she's going to send me the link so that way I can put them in the description box if you're interested. Thank you so much, sweetheart. You're so awesome. I really appreciate you. I'm going to give you a special shout out for sure because it was so nice. And I haven't worked with the deck yet because it just came today, so we're going to pull from here and see what comes out. The cards are awesome. We've got Angels in Disguise, Unexpected Guidance and Trust. Oh, wow. So... yeah, could be coming after Earth Angels here, and then your guides are here. Okay. Yeah, so angels in disguise with interdimensional beings here. You've got all kinds of spirit guides that are surrounding and protecting you right now. Your spirit guides, deities, your angels. And they're protecting you from this energy. We've got on-time synchronicities. And this deck, awesome. I love the artwork. It's so cool. A black cat, a gray cat, 1212. Someone could have like hot pink bedding or like pinkish purplish bedding. Work with crystals. There's a big clear quartz right there. Put a crystal beside your bed. Amethyst is really good to put at your head whenever you sleep to help protect you in the dream state, protect from nightmares, things like that. Okay, and we've got purification here with your spiritual baths. Let me cover her up a little bit. But doing spiritual baths, okay. Remove impurities of the mind, body, and spirit. As they're helping, as they're helping you ascend out of this energy here. We've got the Tea House. Self-mastery, harmony, refine, a calm approach, having your temper in check, doing something artistic or creative, working with your sacral chakra in a healthy way, and balance, okay? Someone could have tried to trap you in between realms or in the underworld. They could have been using spider webs as part of their magic. The spider webs, obstacles, trapped between realms and the underworld here. And they can definitely use voodoo, or with the voodoo, they can use spider webs to like keep you completely trapped, roll things up into that spider web to trap you into like this huge web of destruction so that you can't move forward. God. Yeah. This just tried to pop off. It did pop off the back whenever I was trying to shuffle the devil. Obsessions become illusions. Seeing through these illusions. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? And this deck, awesome. Thank you so much for this gift. You're so sweet. She gave me both of the decks. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway for this one. Okay. So I'm going to be doing this one as a giveaway. And I'll figure out how I'm going to do that, and I'll post that. You've got stars in your eyes, excitement and hopeful for the future. So just know that this is temporary. It's going to pass. We've got luminosity. So things are being illuminated. Once you know what's fucking with you, you know how to deal with it. When you don't know what's going on, you don't know how to deal with it, Vitality with personal growth and clarity, having a powerful life energy, being in alignment with your path, having success and inspiration, and you're radiating love. And there's stars in your eyes. You're just beautiful, okay? Some kind of secrets are revealed. The key is here. Unveiling the mysteries, having the knowledge to unlock your potential so that you can access the key to your future here, okay? Wow, the portal. Opportunity and transition with life changes, having insight, being between realms. A new path has presented itself that you're exploring, and a spiritual connection with spirit here, okay? And this can even be mirror here. So, use your mirror in powerful ways. And they were trying to make it to where, like, when you saw yourself in the mirror, you would have a negative self-image, causing body dysmorphia, okay? We've got a voodoo priestess here. Here it is. Spell work, a spiritual connection, rituals, a practitioner, medicine, influence, and conjuring. That's exactly what's going on here. So this is some heavy spell work that's been going on in the energy here. Wanting you with the flash flood, with emotional overwhelm, wanting you crying all the time and upset, overwhelmed and overloaded. Feeling so down on yourself, feeling isolated, like there's no one there to help you through it. Concoctions are brewing. So this voodoo priestess here, she's got stuff brewing in her cauldron. Plans, actions, being preparations, ideas, and intention. With this voodoo priestess here. Wow. That is wild. A destructive nature. Disasters and consequences, unseen forces, liberation through challenges, changes, having an unsteady foundation, and going through a powerful transformation. Okay, so tower has hit. This tower hit so that you could, the key here, where is it? So that you could get the key to get out of this person's cage that they had you in. Wow, spirit, your ancestors have come in and given you the key to unlock your future here. So this tower had to hit in order for this person to go down. The open cage, being liberated, released, and you're able to express things now, talking about what's going on in your energy. Yeah, you're evading this energy, this entity that's been trying to follow you around. It's way back there. It can't come near you anymore. It could have made it to where you weren't facing your fears, keeping you in like a paralyzed state of fear to where you couldn't even heal, creating spiritual obstacles, and you're evading this negative energy, okay? You're done with it. You don't want to deal with the psychopath anymore. Yeah, we've got the wheel of fate and fortune. Karma is here. There's a powerful change that's coming in, and overcoming this energy is helping you walk into your destiny here. Okay. You could have just felt like you were frozen in time. Emotional numbness, having just to succumb to the silence, being in that state of stillness, learning the art of detachment, Feeling like you were just completely frozen in time, okay? And somebody's been doing rituals and dancing around the fire in their cauldron. Dancing naked under the moon. Okay, I was drawn here. We have a mature woman and children, or a child or children, trying to control someone, having to release the control so that you could take back your power. Someone could be kinky in the bedroom. You're innocent in all of this. There could be children involved trying to affect you being in relationships, just wanting you in short-term flings, cheating, no commitments, just casual, like as soon as it happens, it just ends kind of thing. But you've had this powerful spiritual growth that's going on in your energy. You're learning how to expand your soul, and it's leading you towards your destiny with your North Node here as you're ascending and going through a new level of your energy here. We've got a mature man. You're going to be experiencing some powerful new passion here. A passionate feeling and chemistry. With the dating queen, with someone that you find just very beautiful. So we've got new energy coming in here. Going on dates, having new opportunities. You're going to be friends with this person, and you're going to have friends even though they didn't want you to have friends. People that are removed, they're removed on purpose. You have to let them go and detach because it's for your highest good. They don't deserve to be in your energy. If they're going to believe a narcissistic, lying, pathological, lying piece of shit over you whenever they know better, you don't need those people in your life. They're just as bad as the abuser. Get them all out. You don't need those people there. There's going to be abundance coming in with this energy, okay? Because if it's part of your destiny, this could be a new divine union that could be coming in with some divine inheritance here, yeah. So you're going to be putting yourself out there, dating again. This man's out trying to date someone. So we could have a man here who could be, and I just keep hearing an erectile dysfunction hex is what I'm hearing. To where, like, divine feminine, if you're meeting someone new, they may have a problem performing. Or divine masculine, if you're trying to meet a new divine feminine, you're having a problem performing. You just flip this how it resonates, okay? But this person's a professional in their job, they're abundant, wining and dining each other, being romantic. This is a love from a past life, okay? So the karmic soulmate that you're healing from to bring in a new high-level soulmate that you can be happy with, okay? For some of you who are on the twin flame journey, you know, not all are twins. I don't deal with the twin flame journey anymore. High level soulmate, but getting past the karmic energy. And karmic means lesson. Okay, so you got to learn the lessons. Okay, in order for you to ascend. And you're not going to ascend into the next level of your soul growth until you learn the karmic lessons. We're all karmic throughout our life in different levels. Okay, and the higher you ascend, and once you're in your North Node, you've balanced out that karmic energy. There's still karma, but you've got dharma, which is good karma. And every thought, every word, every deed, everything that you do creates that karma. That's one of the universal laws. It's, you know, it's how it works. So you got to be mindful of what you're putting out. And before long, it's just going to be effortless for you to just keep yourself into this high vibrational spiritual alignment. After you get so far in your journey, it is effortless. It's just something that you naturally do because you've done it so long that it's like second nature. You don't even have to think about it anymore, okay? They could be trying to affect your home life with your children and your family, okay? Could have to be... yeah, talking shit. They're out here gossiping and spreading rumors with love triangles, communicating with people, okay? We've got a brunette female that's true love here, Okay, that could be you, divine feminine, or divine masculine. One could be coming in for you. But it's pure love. It's intense. It's very focused. And it's an honest connection. And you're not going to feel used to that. Okay. And we've got, wow. So we've got a new union here that's going to be a serious relationship that could lead to marriage. There's going to be a lot of money in this energy because your ancestors are here. This is part of your divine inheritance that's coming in. You're going to have wealth and luck in your finances, a beautiful partnership, okay? Yeah, you're going to have so much fun with this person. Could go to parties or events. You could be out having fun, getting out doing things, going to social gatherings and events. You're going to give each other gifts and little surprises. You're just going to be sweet to each other. And this is a new love. This is not an ex. This is someone, once you get this crazy person out of your energy, there's going to be a new love that comes in. You may or may not have met this person yet. I've met mine. But, it's the most amazing man I've ever met in my life. But this new person, okay, yep, it's a high-level soulmate here. And it's going to be a really great connection, okay? And this person, either you have just met this person and you know that this is this new person, so don't be like, I don't want this person. No, don't say that. You're blocking your blessings. Because it's mind-blowing how it's going to come in. I can promise you that. It's going to blow your mind. But this is a person that is unknown. This is not anyone that you have met in this lifetime yet. This is not an ex. The ex is doing all this crazy shit to keep this person from coming into your energy. Your guides are here, ushering this in, clearing out all these flying monkeys that are trying to destroy your life and keep away from you what needs to come towards you. They're not going to be able to keep doing this anymore. Someone could be getting a new job with their career, their professional, college. Someone could be going back to college or in school so that they can be successful and advance in their career or their business in the workplace. Okay. All right. I was told to grab a stack. Let's look a little bit into my handmade deck here. And see what might want to come out. And we're going to close out. What else do we need to know that they're trying to do with this spell work towards my collective in this energy to affect their life spirit? What else do we need to know? You could have trouble with your siblings, or could have created some kind of problems with your siblings or your family members, to where they could have isolated you, and abusers do that, and they'll get to where they don't like your family, they don't want you around them, so that way they can't convince you to walk away from the abuse. Their celebration has turned to disappointment, and if it hasn't, it's going to. All right. Always persecuting you to people, or persecuting you and torturing you, talking shit about you to people, and talking shit to their family about you, talking shit to your family about you. But you're going to be happy again, and your family unit where it's been affected, it's going to be healed, and it's going to be okay. They can't handle going through what they put you through, some kind of trial or something could be going on in court. But you're stronger from this pain. Okay, this has helped you grow because you had to learn this karmic lesson and balance this energy out with this past life crazy karmic. And be sure you just keep cutting these cords. Do what you got to do to cleanse them and keep them out of your energy. They're fucking relentless. They don't want to stop because they can't stand it that they can't control you anymore. A clinic, you could have to go to the doctor. Could just need a checkup to make sure that your health is okay. Because they were wanting you sick, trying to do this health spell work. Could have caused you to have an accident or to get hurt. Or if you are having, my masculine's out there, 4404 on the clock. Archangel Michael is with you, with us. Someone's a musician. Could be something that's been going on for 10 years. Trying to affect your money. And exchanges and deliberation of money. Wow. doing spell work over your love life and your relationships. And I can promise you they're going to regret what they did to you. Having to have a change of residence after being taken to jail, possibly. Okay. This person's just out for revenge because of a bad breakup. And if they come after you, they're going to be taken to jail. Like, you could be worried about a lot of things that are going on right now. Your life could be upside down. Your ancestors are helping you big time. Give an offering to your guides. Do something nice for them. And they're worried because they know that you'll be admired and that you're loved. You're intelligent, you're sweet, you're kind, you're very intellectual. Archangel Michael is protecting you. We've got sex magic going on. Someone filed a false police report in this energy. Could have been ignoring their current partner. They're trying to destiny swap with you because they're spiritually bankrupt and you're spiritually abundant. Secrets are being revealed that you're their power supply. That's why they were affecting the heart and the solar plexus. But they're blocked from you being their power supply now. They're not going to keep doing this. They're being forced to stop what they're doing. The same behavior, they haven't changed. They're just going to continue getting worse because they refuse to heal the karmic energy. We've got corrupt family members that are involved. A distant relative. There could even be hitman vibes in this energy, or this person could have been like psychopathic and tried to kill someone here. Tried to kill you. Friends, distant relatives. It's not your problem to fix, okay? You just focus on yourself. Your guides are going to help you get to the heart of the matter so you know how to fix it. Okay. We have a stepmother or a mother. Could be significant. North Dakota could be significant. They want you to miss them. That's why they're doing this shit, so that you'll keep coming back, so that they can keep abusing you, because they're siphoning your power, and that's how they're getting their energy. They're trying to destiny swap and keep you trapped in a situation that you feel like you cannot get out of, but you can. It was 46, 47 on the clock. That's just being in alignment there with this perfect synchronicities here. They've trapped themselves in ultimate ruin. Period. They're fucked. They can't keep their lies straight. This person's a pathological liar. That's how narcissists are. And they want you to miss them. Trying to cloud your judgment. There's definitely a legal situation going on here. There's something in limbo in the courts. Stuck in a toxic relationship with a controlling person. Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, we've got Tiwaz, which represents justice, and it's in reverse. The letter T and air signs. Passivity, lack of motivation, being unassertive, and a lack of authority. Yeah, they didn't want you to be assertive back. They didn't want you to defend yourself. They had you in a state of fear, 47 on the clock, to where you wouldn't stand up for yourself. They wanted you scared of them. They didn't want you to fight back, and there's been nothing but an injustice here, okay? But karmic justice is coming in. Your guides are stepping in. Enough's enough. You've learned your lesson, and it's time for this person to get their fucking karma. They didn't want you to be up for being in a leadership role, trying to fuck with your mind to where it could have affected your job. Find it difficult now to assert yourself and your beliefs, changing and reprogramming your mind to the conditioning, to the mold that they tried to fit and form you in. No matter what you do, it's never good enough. And if you do what they ask, they're going to change the rules, and they're going to continue to do that the entire time. You can never please them, no matter what you do. There's no point to continue trying. You cannot fix or heal someone like this. It's not your problem to fix. You've got to separate yourself from the energy and stay far away with 48 on the clock. A lack of passion or motivation. Without a strong sense of direction or vision, it's unclear what path you should be treading. You need to address internal conflicts or imbalances that are affecting your sense of purpose and drive. Your clarity and authority are challenged, leading to a sense of stagnation or frustration. Evaluate your motivation. Aggression and force may hinder progress rather than help. Weakness from selfish aims. Ensure goals are honorable and don't force outcomes. Okay. There's a completion to the cycle here. We're getting to the end of this. Okay. Something could be going on. It doesn't have to be probate court, but could be for some. But just some kind of a court situation here. We've got Berkano. And this represents divine feminine, and it's in reverse. It's growth without purpose, more for the sake of more, unfulfilling growth, and meaningless. Earth signs and the letter B could be significant. Focus on growth without ensuring we remain aligned to our greater purpose. Growth without an end and without purpose can lead to burnout and frustration, feeling unfulfilled, lack of alignment, causing anxiety and a sense of disconnection from your core values, causing you to question the true significance of your efforts. Embrace change, don't resist it. Ignoring necessary transitions will only lead to greater difficulties. Okay. They refuse to move on and let you go, and they've created a flock of flying monkeys that are all haters. And they're mad because you're a star seed, earth angel. Okay. The divine has revealed something to you, and they've lost all control of this situation. Yeah, you didn't fight back how they want you to, because you don't need to, because your spirit team's all on their ass, chosen ones, divine beings, earth angels, star seed, light workers, however you resonate. Harsh karma's here. A gold digger trying to get payments. Something could be going on with loan payments with a gold digger. They're money hungry. Someone could be in a car wreck or have an injury while they're driving. Someone could total their car. They just want to destroy you all over again. It's like that's what they love doing because they're psychotic as shit. Okay? Yeah, this is your divine inheritance that they're trying to swap and steal from you. And this new loving union that's coming in is part of your divine inheritance, okay? Because your ancestors have brought the two of you together. Someone's assets could be getting seized, or things taken, or even like a storage unit being auctioned off. I just saw like losing assets, okay? Use your discernment and trust your intuition. Someone could ask for some kind of a plea deal on something. Could be involving a car wreck, because that's what just popped in my head. We've got a dark high priest or a dark high priestess depleting your energy, siphoning you out. This karmic soulmates here, they can't defeat you, okay? They're losing their mind because they can't defeat you. Pulling on your heartstrings, emotionally manipulating you. We've got a mother, Oklahoma, trying to deplete your energy. And they're blocked from this. They're not going to be able to keep doing this. But the Chinese zodiac sign of the sheep could be significant, or the goat. Could be the year of your birth, someone involved, or a year that something significant occurred. These people are calm and gentle and sympathetic, okay? Don't fall into karmic don't fall into karmic cycles. Your truth shakes their world, and they can't handle it. With these truth spells here, they don't want you to tell the truth. And they know that you are. The pain of knowing is power. You know the truth. There could have even been corrupt officials, or a corrupt official that was involved. This is going to be like the Final Destination movies unfolding. This person was like a predator. They were like a hunter in your energy. And I was drawn to the lust demon with this entity here. Could have sent them to hunt you. 20 years could be significant. Don't fall back into karmic cycles. This could have been a 20-year karmic cycle that you're trying to get out of. Civil courts going on. The more you walk away from things that poison your soul, the healthier you will be. Your toughest villains are the biggest catalysts for your growth. Exactly. So you're going to have a big, powerful ascension, okay? Full of jealousy and envy, the karmics want to destroy you because they know that they will never be you. They'll never be as good as sweet as you are. These people are full of entities. Like, they're evil as shit. And they're like, they'll never be able to mimic your spirit. It's impossible. They don't want it looked into. Whatever this is that they're doing. They don't want the slander looked into with these false narratives. having conflicts, arguments, and fighting. Well, there's going to be an earth angel in the justice system that could be making something right. This person is a male, and they could be making something right in the courts. Okay, and this could be an attorney, this could be law enforcement, a judge, something. 54:45 on the clock, to where the other side is going to be flipped and seen, to where the truth's going to come out, and this person's going to be revealed for who they really fucking are. And Evie snoring, focusing on having a healthy sacral chakra, being motivated, having emotional intelligence, flowing energy with your creativity, being energetic, and having a very healthy, balanced sex drive. Okay. They never thought that they would get caught for this. They're going to get fucking caught, because there's an earth angel in the justice system that's going to bring in fucking justice. Their ideas are going to be in question, and they never thought that they would get caught. They could have even done something fraudulent with forged documents with a money handler, and loan payments came out. Okay. She's so sleepy. She's so sleepy. They're mad that their mask is falling off and that they're being exposed. You have a trauma bond with this person, okay? And trauma bonds are very hard to break and heal from. Gossiping about your power, life path, and your destiny. They're jealous of you, so they want to destroy everything that you've got. And you're just innocent in all of this. They have a choice between two options with something that's coming up, or you could. They've got very distorted energy that's just absolute destruction. Sabotaging your life out of payback and revenge. Well, this person's rebelling against God. They're under judgment. They're going to be convicted of something. Grand Rising Collective. The world will hear your thunder. There's been many dark secrets that are in this energy. Someone could get a DUI or a DWI, or could have already. Alright, guys. Let's roll the dice. Let's see what comes out of here. We've got Scorpio. These could be your signs or someone's sign that you're dealing with that may or may not resonate. Okay. Taurus. Aries. Gemini. And Leo. Okay. We've got the sun. So things are going to be exposed. The truth is going to come out. Creative impulse and generosity. We've got Mercury, communication and inspiration. We've got Neptune, compassionate and forgiving. It's also confusion, illusion. It can be psychotic behavior. The moon, sensitivity and intuition. We've got Neptune twice, so a lot of confusion and illusion. This person's fucking psycho. Okay, let me read this. Hold on. Okay, so let's read a little bit about Neptune here. This is interesting because this definitely correlates with this energy. Okay, so I'm going to let you look at the glyph while I'm talking about it here. And Neptune represents the visionary, okay? The semicircle of the soul is pierced by the cross of matter, representing the interface between the spirit and the material world. The three prongs symbolize facets of consciousness: the unconscious mind, everyday awareness, and cosmic consciousness. Okay, so that's what is represented here when you see this glyph. The key words for Neptune are unboundedness, dissolution, inspiration, illusion, ecstasy, romantic love, escapism, enlightenment, addiction, nebulousness, glamour, deception, mysticism, disintegration, impressionability, confusion, guilt, intangible, sacrifice, and glamour. Okay. Neptune's surface is diffuse and deceptive. It wears a veil of illusion that is impossible to penetrate. The urge to transcend. Neptune embodies the urge to transcend the boundaries that keep the soul separate from the whole. This planet moves between the greatest extremes from the highest spiritual awareness through imagination, fantasy, and illusion to the depths of deception and disillusionment. The planet of mysticism, glamour, and enchantment, Neptune exerts a hypnotic fascination. It is the urge to transcend the everyday world, to move into higher states of consciousness, and to merge with the divine or to escape reality. When Neptune operates positively, it endows an individual with the ability to reach out and bring inspiration down into form, creating the poet and the visionary. But although the planet aspires to enlightenment, it may lead to ecstasy or madness. People with a strong Neptune seek dissolution of the ego, the small self, but all too often the intention dissolves into not knowing who or what the self really is. Many such personalities end up in institutions of one kind or another, living under the illusion that they have found divine inspiration. Unconditional love. As the higher vibration of Venus, Neptune shares some of that planet's qualities. It is the archetypal romantic, someone who seeks an idealized love. Although this transit can lead to codependency, and I did pick up on that earlier, Neptune carries with it the potential for truly unconditional love that accepts the other person as they are. We've got victim, martyr, savior. One of the most powerful drives that underlies Neptune is that of the victim, martyr, savior. Neptune wants to save the world or one person. There is nothing Neptune likes more than self-sacrifice, but all too often and too easily, Neptune slips into victim or martyr role. This impractical planet is easily taken advantage of, especially when it comes to doing things in the name of love. And Neptune has to do with mysticism and the search for enlightenment. Addiction. Neptune's diffusiveness makes it difficult to grasp, and it is also the planet that wears the veil of illusion. Its energy is unfathomable, slipping away into uncharted depths. Neptune remembers that the soul was once part of infinite oneness, Neptune remembers that the soul was once part of infinite oneness and urges reunion. This is why Neptune is so often linked to escapism of all kinds. It is the planet of addiction and disintegration, as well as imagination, seeking spirit in a bottle. Neptune characteristics. Neptune-attuned people possess glamour in the old sense of the word, the ability to bewitch. They are also impossible to categorize or pin down, demonstrating the planet's elusive quality. Lacking strong boundaries, Neptune-attuned people are susceptible to outside influences. They may feel alienated or isolated in an uncaring world, or may be saints or gurus or ordinary people with an artistic or musical vision. Neptune is highly compassionate, ruling psychics and dreamers as well as psychotics. But it is also the planet of illusion, so confidence tricksters are included under its mantle. The disposition. Traditionally, when well placed, the disposition is gentle and visionary, given to the arts and music. When poorly placed, the disposition is addictive, escapist, and prone to delusion. The physiology that is associated with Neptune involves the cerebrospinal fluid, the pineal gland, lymphatic and nervous systems, thalamus, the spinal canal, mental processes, addictions, schizophrenia, psychosis, and infectious disease. The past life stumbling blocks are the failure to develop spiritually, displaying weakness or practicing deception, retreat into fantasy, and a misuse of their psychic gifts. The associations are photography, music, drink and drugs, gas, religion, poetry, mimicry, addictions, cameras, anesthetic, telepathy, and dancing. Careers could be musician, actor, designer, artist, painter, jeweler, vintner, brewer, chorister, a pop singer, photographer, engraver, psychic, metaphysician, psychic counselor, poet, hypnotherapist, and confidence trickster. Okay, the places are anywhere near or beneath water, and water was very significant whenever it came out in the reading, being frozen beneath the water here. Could even have you frozen in water in some kind of spell in the freezer, okay, and could have that spider web in there. Neptune came out twice, so it's very pertinent to this energy right now, so I wanted to read that. Okay, now we've got the 11th house. The 11th house is ruled by Aquarius and Uranus. It's about your idealistic goals and your values. It involves goals, hopes, wishes, associates, friendships, large groups, social change, and community events. We've got the 10th house. The 10th house is ruled by Capricorn and Saturn. That little bug just landed in my face. So Capricorn could be very significant, and Saturn is the Lord of Karma. It involves your social status, the father, career, authority, profession, your reputation, the government, achievements, and the public you. Okay? We've got the 5th house twice. So 55. And the 5s represent major changes that are coming in. And I just thought of the 5 of Pentacles. Could be leaving something out in the cold. Someone out in the cold. Could be this person's going to end up spiritually bankrupt. That's why they're trying to destiny swap. Could have financial hardship. Could be sickness, illness, anything that medically that could go wrong. Anything money-wise that could go wrong, being in hardship, but coming out of that. Coming into the 6 of Pentacles, you're going to change very soon in your energy with divine inheritance coming in to balance that energy out, because your guides are on the scene. Your ancestors are here bringing this in so that you can restore the balance, and they cannot destiny swap and take your divine inheritance. They may have tried to delay you for a while so that you could learn how to be stronger in your energy, but the time is shifting for something major to change here. And we've got the 8th house, okay, which is ruled by Scorpio and Mars and Pluto. It has to do with other people's stuff. It involves gifts, and the gifts did come out in that one deck. Wills, death, insurance, inheritances, your joint finances, and other people's possessions. Okay. Now, I'm going to pull the runes real quick. Okay. So first we've got Isa. Upright, Isa represents ice, stagnation, being in rest mode, and having inner blocks. In reverse, it's about being over self-focused and mistrust. The crystal chrysoberyl and the hermit card are significant. Okay, so going within, having to do that healing work, coming out of this energy so that you can be still, so that you can succumb to the silence, detaching from whatever is not serving you any longer. Use your current situation to gather more information and reevaluate your goals. Upright, it's about being at a standstill, having obstacles, being withdrawn, having to rest, contemplating something, and coldness. Okay. Reverse, it's about dullness, having mental blocks, no action being taken, termination, illusion, and dissipation. Next we have Laguz. Upright, it represents water, birth, healing, and a new start. Water is very significant, and water also represents the emotions. Okay, so doing that deep dive into your emotions, talk about your trauma, get it out. 1:09 exactly on the clock. Don't hold it in. It's, with the star card here, that way you can heal. The gemstone pearl could be significant. The waxing moon. Reverse, it's about stagnancy and confusion. Okay. Trust your intuition to help you navigate challenges and seize opportunities. Upright, it's about flow, intuition, emotions, healing, the unconscious, and psychic ability. Reverse, it involves confusion, mood swings, disconnect, intuition blocks, avoidance, and resistance. Okay. Next we have Urus. Upright, it's about strength, being the hero, and strong, like the ox. And ox are very strong as an ox. Reversed, it's about cowardice and weakness. The crystal phrase, and the Hierophant energy. Taurus energy could be significant. You have great power within you to turn your dreams into reality. Upright, it's about good health, endurance, strength, willpower, assertiveness, and action. Reverse, it's about domination, low energy, obsession, recklessness, cruelty, and disempowered. Wow, Spirit. Oh my goodness, that is wild how that just resonated with what came out in the reading. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Damn. All right. Let's roll the zodiacs a couple more times and we're going to close out, guys. We've got Scorpio, Aries, Virgo, Cancer, and Gemini. Cancer, Libra, and then triple Virgo. We'll do it one more time since we just got 3 Virgos. Libra, twice. So double Libra. So there's Justice. Aquarius, Pisces, and Cancer energy could be significant. All right, guys. So this is going to be our reading. You guys just take this how it resonates. Don't force anything to fit. I love you guys so much. Thank you all for being here and for spending your time with me and Little Sweet Evie Pooh. We love you guys so much, Collective. We appreciate you so much for spending your time with us and for viewing our content. Thank you, guys. We love you, Collective. Bye.